Well, we did it arse about face, didn't we? Because we ended up just having to deal with the demand in the States, which was much higher than the UK.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is that, I guess if you take braces, you know what I mean? Braces are a fashion accessory in America. So it's more culturally accepted to do something with your teeth in America than what it is here. Mm-hmm. We've all heard of the Hollywood smile and everything else. So it's very much culturally accepted, which means that we don't have to educate the US consumer as much as we do the UK customer. So that's where it was a case of, look, if we push the US market, we know it's an easier path to conversion. And that's ultimately what's happened over the past few years, and the US has just continued to gain momentum, bigger pool of people to go at, but very much a much more educated dental customer than what the UK is. So we didn't have a choice, to be fair. It wasn't a case of let's master the UK market. Again, when you're a self-funded business, you can only play with what you've got. And the demand was coming from the US, so we had to react to that demand and fulfill it. And that's what we did. So we knew relatively quickly that we'd have to do something as a UK business other than export, because there's obviously rules, regulations, tax, legals, that we would have to, boxes we'd have to tick to be able to enter the market. So again, not knowing anything about entering the US market, straight on Google, and obviously learned very quickly what we needed to do. Spoke to some people in different businesses that had done similar things, and it became clear that the primary resource we would require would be a legal and tax person. So that's what we went for. We ended up registering in Delaware, which was the first tick in the box, simply because it's a friendly tax state. Registered there, that took a couple of months, and then from there there's other boxes that then open, other doors open, other boxes to tick. In hindsight now, it was a paperwork nightmare. Luckily I had a friend who'd lived over in Chicago, Illinois for a number of years, and he really helped us out with paperwork, with being on the ground. He became our registered agent on the ground, so it helped move things along a lot quicker than what it would normally. So that was a big win for us. Then we got the license to trade out of Illinois. Then we actually ended up recruiting people over there, and we had a bricks and mortar place and everything else. So we'd done everything right, but it was just how were we going to scale? So, and that's where our strategy changed a little bit, because the bricks and mortar was never going to work at that level. And when I mean at that level, that we weren't ready. We didn't have our own house in order to be able to control or manage, obviously, a satellite office. So that was, we ended up pulling the plug on that, and we switched to a distribution function through a lab we knew, through another sort of small laboratory we knew over in Ohio, that ultimately was prepared to store the kits, do some of the scanning for us and things like that. So that worked from there. But in hindsight, it was, if anybody thinking about entering America, be prepared for a red tape nightmare.
You was able, of course, once you'd done that, though, to just switch the marketing on from here. And as a result of that, I think today, what is it, 3/4 of your sales are from the US?
75%, 75% of the sales are all US driven. And again, that's by demand. It's not by design by any means. But it's more than manageable. It's a hell of a lot of people to go after. And given what we've done now, we've only tickled the surface of the market. So there's plenty more that we can be doing in the US market to obviously to continue to grow over there.